Good evening and welcome. That's right, it's a J-Turn stream, and tonight we're back in the Copa Montana for the usual AMS Unofficial Wednesday night series. We're on round 4, although I believe round 2 is to be repeated. It clashed with an important World Cup football match. So we've only actually raced 3 races and this is round 4. So we've only actually raced 2 races. And this is the 3rd race. So yeah, Lime Rock Park, Copa Montana. Things on the old scoreboard are heating up in the championship. So I'll show you that in a second. But quali's just started. So enough of my nonsense. Let's roll the intro and get out on track. Now there you go. I did want to show you the current standings so you can see I'm not doing too bad. We're in 2nd place behind the alien that is Martin Vindis. But yeah, at Laguna Seca we were 1st and we had pole position, gaining us 22 points because we led a lap as well. But it's very close. We've got Aaron Schmidt on 57, the Cookie Monster on 54, Rob Thompson on 46, queuing Satanarix on 38. So everything to play for. So let's just hide that and get out on track for some qualifying. Now, as usual, I do have the chat up on screen, so if you want to say hello, it is most welcome. And I appreciate you tuning in tonight. Let's take a little bit of fuel out and go and see if we can get in a decent lap. Just about 1 minute a lap round here. Martin Vindis in practice just put in a 1:01. The only person to do it. He was about half a second, well, maybe quarter of a second faster than anybody else. He was half a second faster than me, if not a second, to be honest. And I thought I'd put in a good lap. So as usual on Outlap, you know the drill. You've watched enough of my streams, I'm sure. And if you haven't, then you'll soon to find out what the drill is. We're going to do our Outlap, which is what we're on at the moment. Slow down car, cold weights. And then I can do my first flying lap, and hopefully we're going to keep it together. And I'll give you a little bit of a commentary. And then we will try and improve on our lap time in this 15-minute quali session that we've got. And it is very difficult to overtake here, although we do have push to pass that is available on these Copa Montanas. Right, flying lap, here we come. Over the start finish line. Braking as late as we can down to third gear. Trying to keep the car tucked in off the marbles. As soon as you drift onto the marbles, you are in trouble. Double apex back in. Left-hander late down to second gear. Staying actually out on the marbles on this one to get the stay tight, so we can get the good exit into this right-hander. And that is fairly critical. Carry the speed down this this straight. Making at the first marker. Keeping it in second because it's so bumpy, the car all over the place. So bumpy to get the power down. We'll keep it in second. This V8 has ample power to be able to pull away in second gear, even at low revs. Take too much curb on that second chicane, and it really unsettles the car. Tyre wear around here is pretty good, so I don't think we're going to struggle too much in the race. So there's our first flying lap. We're on the board. And now let's try and improve it. We're up. Be a lot quicker. Aaron Schmidt currently in pole. Really nice lap time from him. Controlled the slide nicely. Good exit. So won't see us on pole, but it's going to see us improve. Right on the limit of how much speed we can carry into the corner there. Even Stevens. All the track, 2/10 up. Oh, we didn't carry the speed as well, I don't think. I suspect we'll see that gap shrink. Will we get pole? I think we will. There we go. They just step out on the back of that corner, but it's still good. Oh, it's on the limit. Poor last chicane there. It cost us nearly half a second. Oh, in the 101s as well. I'm happy to see that. Fractionally up. Very heavy over the curbs. It cost us a tenth or two. No, we're not going to do it. Not a bad lap. Not an improving lap. Okay. Let's go and watch another driver or two. Who's out there at the moment? Oops, wrong button. Erwin's in the pits. Martin Vindis is on a lap. This is live timing, so he's going around turn one there. Tucks it in nicely, pulls over to the right side of the track to turn in with a left-hander. Keeps it tight, just like me. Best line through this right-hand corner to carry that speed down that straight. Let's see what his split's like. Oh, it's down, so not sure if this is a proper outlap for him or not. Oh, very heavy over the curbs. Looks like this is not going to be his best lap, but we'll stick with him to see if he stays out for one more. Oh, a little bit of lag there for a moment. Say hello in chat if you are watching. Always good to have a few comments on there. A bit of interaction. Here we go, down the start finish straight once more for Martin Vindis, over the line. Let's see if he can improve. Currently in third place on the grid. We know he's capable of a similar time to myself. The 101s, he did a 101.7 in practice, and I'm on a 101.9 currently. 6 minutes on the clock. That looked very tidy. Nice and smooth, sweeping left-hander, keeps it tucked in. He's going to get a good exit, yes he does. And that was a nice little touch of curb, not too much, just enough. And he's improved, but he's not as quick as whoever got the best first sector. I don't know if that is me or not. But look how tight he is through that chicane. Incredibly smooth. I would think that on the second sector, we're going to see that in a moment. He is quicker. Or quickest. Oh, look how tight that is once more. Over the curbs. A bit of a slide. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. He was quicker, but it all went wrong there right at the end. Okay, 5 minutes on the clock. We're going to see if we can improve a little bit.
On your left, clear.
Oops, I bumped somebody, sorry.
Watch your mirrors, cars approaching. Blue flag. We're being shown the blue flag. Blue flag. 5 minutes remaining.
Now you know me guys, if you've watched any of my streams, you'll know that usually I do okay in qualifying. but come the pressure of the race, I rapidly go backwards. Now, I won the first race last week in the Copa Montana, but I have to say that was mostly because of the huge battle that was going on behind me. And as I'm waffling away, I've just noticed Evan Schmidt has pulled out a quarter of a second on me to take the pole. Well done, Aaron. That's the sort of time that Martin Vindis was putting in. So a really nice lap from Aaron. Let's see what we can do. Can we retake pole? 4 minutes just over on the clock to start our flying lap. Control to slide, but we're still 3/10 down. Good exit. Look at that clock going green. Double 10th lost on that last exit of that last chicane, but it's still half a second down, or 4/10 down on our previous best. Good first sector. Somebody's taken down the marker board. Oh, we've got a track cut. We've got a track cut. So that lovely lap will not count. Lewis gave us a quick flash there. That was just to say go on through. But it didn't matter. It's a shame we were definitely 2/10 up, we were really quick. No, come on, We've got one more lap, I think. Martin's coming through. Time for, we'll finish this lap and we've got time to get one more flyer in. Last ditched attempt to pick up 3/10 on Erwin. I don't think that's likely. Erwin is third in the championship. I'm second. Martin is first. The lack of marker boards is not helping the breaking point, but having said that, in the race they could easily be taken out, and you're going to have to cope in that scenario with them as well.
You exceeded the track limit.
Right, here we go. One last attempt. Just enough fuel. Right to the outside. Not great, but not terrible. Too bumpy through the curb. Not going to do it, but we'll finish the lap.
flag. Watch out, yellow flag.
So, Erwin gets pole position. Sorry, going a bit quiet there. Erwin gets pole, very nicely done. I'm in second. Devindis, he's in third. And yeah, if we quickly recap on the championship standings then, bring that back up again. Not that one. That'd be like my own stream. Oh, I've closed them down. I can't bring them back up again. Sorry about that. Well, maybe we can. Hold on. There we go. Then you can see Martin's in the lead. He's got a sizable lead. He's got 19 points. But Erwin and me are battling pretty closely. So yeah, everything to play for. We've got a warm-up session. A couple of minutes. 3 minutes, I think. Let's see if anybody's saying hello in the chat. Oh, where are you guys? Come and say hello. Always good to have you tuning in. So let's go and practice a start if we can.
Let's show 'em what we're made of. Caution.
Let's get race fuel in as well, so we don't forget. 50 litres. There we go. Mind you, push to pass, I forgot about. Let's stick an extra 3 litres in there. We'll forget that push to pass, end up running out of bloody fuel. No good at all.
Yellow flag.
Limey on the rocks runs out of fuel.
Yellow flag. The caution flag is out. Pit exit is clear. Caution.
Okay, that's the start if we can. Not bad.
Caution.
Continue this so we know what it's like on cold tyres. I tell you, the corner is going to be absolutely critical, and it's not the tyres, it's the brakes. These two are okay. Car seems to handle fine in cold. The braking zone on this one is going to be very tricky. Everybody's vying for position, and you have to brake earlier to get that speed wiped off, because your brakes are pretty much stone cold, having hardly been used since you've launched yourself off that start line.
Okay, your brake temperature is spot on.
In this circuit, the chicanes, or this version of the circuit, there's not a version which is much more flowing and faster. And on that one, it's less critical. On this one, the chicanes are critical. Because the tyres are warmed up, but the car engine just bogs down. Grass nearly beckoning. We've got two 20-minute races. Little twitch there. Oh, why can I do that in qualifying? That was a beautiful chicane.
flag is out. Caution.
The hot tyres, it doesn't start. See if we can slip the clutch.
Checker flag. On your left. All clear. Yellow flag.
So yeah, we're ready to go. Race 1's going to start soon. Leo has just asked people to take it easy, bake early. Definitely good advice. And let's get out on the track. $20. Going to be pretty intense. With the flashing of lights, people do that to allow, if they do an upload to YouTube or whatever later, to upload an in-car view as well as the external camera, and you can sync up those views. Here we go. Reasonable start. The Vindes have got the inside line. Oh, look at him, just sweeps across, takes that corner like the alien that he is. Pressured. Mr. Ruiz behind. Oh, we've had one wide. Sugar is trying to tease it back onto the track safely. Got to be careful here as cars coming through. Can't just rejoin like that. We've ruined our chances back in 9th place. The only safe way we could rejoin. Bugger would be the operative word. We've got a huge amount of work to do now. Well, that's one place. Cookie Monster just ahead. Just went too deep into the corner and touched the grass, and that was it. Couldn't claw our way back on the track. So we're almost in reverse grid in race 1. But that's what race 2 will be. 2-race format. Maybe it's all part of my cunning plan to get a decent start in race 2. Yeah, that's what we'll put it down to. I see. We're in the new fastest lap. That was good. Trying to catch the back of the car. Oh, I forgot my push to pass trick. I could have done that then.
Your brake temperatures are at within range.
Full first sector. Careful. Too eager on the power. Just about in the slipstream. Right, so we're certainly having to fight. Pokemon makes a mistake and has to take alternative route to keep the car pointing in the right direction. Got a run here. over, pushing hard. We're going to have the slipstream this time. The smoke, don't know what happened there. Back of the car lighting up. Thompson doing a great job at keeping me at bay. 8 minutes on the clock. Made a mistake. Back up to third. Concentrating hard now. Under 5 minutes on the clock. Martin pulling away.
Your brake temperatures are right on.
Back of the car stepping out. Once again, preempting, not preempting, preparing to push the pass. So we get the power as we exit the chicane, second chicane.
Just 3 more minutes.
Bit deep. We get the car slowed up. 2 minutes now on the clock.
Okay, your plans are looking good.
Or what might have been if I just hadn't thrown it on the grass. On lap 2 I think it was. Maybe we'd have been ahead of Martin with this.
Yellow flag.
1 minute on the clock.
Yellow flag. Car right. Clear right. Your brake temperatures are now rearranged.
Couldn't work out why we weren't moving. I put the bloody speed limiter on. I need to apologise to whoever that was. Mr. Fangio. If you watch the stream, Mr. Fangio, sorry. very generously let me pass, and then I didn't move. I managed to activate my speed limiter while flashing the light to say thank you. I shall write a message to say as much after the race. That was a scary little tail wiggle there. One more to go. Just keep it on the track. No nonsense. Not catching Martin. Here we go.
Checkered flag, that's the end of the session. Yellow flag. On your left.
Alright, there we go. Just do quick donut goodness if we can.
Caution.
There we go. Not very good donuts, but there we go. Oh, I'm absolutely exhausted. Oof. Race 2 then. Reverse grid. So, looking at the standings, Aaron's win should definitely put him ahead of me. And he's going to close that gap to Martin Vindis. Oh, I'm absolutely exhausted. Race 2 is going to be hard work. Oh, Michael's left, never mind. Race 2 start shortly. I'll stick it out, see if we can get through to the end, but it is so muggy here tonight. Don't know if Leo stayed on the server. I think he did. Yes, he did. Great stuff. So Leo will be second, I think, or be in pole. In fact, Stan Curley 33 has left. So Leo will be pole position, I think, for race 2. Good man. I'm just behind Robert of Thompson. It's going to be interesting. going to be hard work. Matt Cook says he's still in the bath, tell me down! Right, here we go, enough silliness. What a start! We'll take that for a start. Couldn't avoid him after that all start, he just spins in front. Such a shame. Never mind. We didn't touch him, he spun by himself. Ah, there's no problem. There we go. We've still got a good battle ahead of us. No worries. Don't worry, Mr. Ruiz. Shit happens. I got an awesome start and that was just luck of the game. Back here, battling with the Vindis. Me and Vindis have got a lot of work to do by the look of things. Go catch these guys up. Late on the push to pass. Didn't think about it. Little tap on Martin's behind. Sorry, Martin. Contemplated coming back in for the undercut, but you had that well covered, sir. forgot to bloody push the pass again. That was the chance to use it as well. Had to back out of that one, Mr. Fangio. Closing the door. Pulled in inside just to make sure we didn't punt Mr. Fangio because he broke a lot earlier than I thought. I worried I was going to punt him. We're all getting very busy up ahead. Oh, Mr. Fangio fighting the back of his car. Well, this time we managed to find our way through. Push to part it. Can we close the gap? Everybody's pushed the bars, I think. Well done, Martin. Did well to avoid that spinning car there. I had a better sighting of it than Martin did. Probably was brown trousers for him. Oh, Martin's lost it! He wants to up ahead. Twelve and a half minutes on the clock. Big slide. Knock the back end up. Saved it, but only just. Again, back end trying to scare me. It's probably because I'm pushing hard. And the tyres are heating up. And the hotter they get, the slipperier they are. What's happened to Rob Thompson? He was in P2. What happened to Rob? I didn't see it. There was a yellow flag, but I didn't think that was for Rob.
Okay, your brake temperature is spot on.
A double win for Erwin. Certainly looking that way at the moment. That was a poor chicane. Terrible corner. 5 minutes on the clock.
Just 5 more minutes. Tires are up to test.
The monster's not letting me get away. Single mistake, and he will get second place off me. Too tight. Valuable tenths lost as we try and control the car. Too deep. Throwing away tenth after tenth here. Just holding onto the back of their car and the braking. Actually, a question in chat, I think it's asking me if I use VR. No, just a head tracker. It helps looking into corners, that's all. If you look in the bottom of the post, if you're still watching, there's a list of all the equipment I use. And the head tracker is listed. EDTracker it is. Originally developed by people who were fans of Elite Dangerous. .44 seconds on the clock. This one and one more to go, I think. Too tight. Come on. Stop the stupid mistakes, Jim. Voila. Locking up under braking there. Fortunately, we've got a little bit of a gap now over the Cookie Monster. Need to keep it clean, get the car home. So another interesting race. Aaron, double win. Well done, sir. There we go. Oh, well, a quality win for Erwin, I'm going to say so. Double win, I think it was. Double win, Erwin. Oh, we had two great battles through the field in both races. First race, it was a mistake by myself that put me pretty much at the back. Second race, I think Mr. Leo Ruiz, he spun. Not his, well, his fault for spinning, but just unfortunate that I kind of chose to go to the outside and had nowhere to go. So no big deal. Just one of those things, and we ended up with a great battle through the field. So no problem, Leo. We apologise straight away. I think he's watching, so no problem at all, sir. Do not worry about it. And Rob not happy throwing away his podiums. But yeah. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure, if rather hard work. Please do tune in for another J-Turn stream at some point in the future. I've got a week or 6 late shifts, so it's not going to be for at least 6 days, I'm afraid. So it's probably going to be the Copa Montana next week that I stream. But thank you very much for tuning in, and good night.